that somebody can live their life of just about 60 something years, 63 years or so, and 1,400 years later, what they invested is still producing and helping people with over 500 billion. Baraka. They say if you give a man or a person a fish,
Baraka FM.
Listeners and our viewers on Facebook and on YouTube. And Friday, the 22nd of the month of May 2026. The time is 8:55. Let's reading about the Fatawu Yusif. We shall see any newspaper headlines. The Bremo Adekye bia. Mutie free Baraka 98.7 FM. Adekye Nhyira. Adekye Nhyira. And mission so. You be shall see the newspapers. Major newspapers, any your friend saying reporter or more. The first newspaper for today, a Daily Graphic. Forestry Commission set up camps to protect forest reserves. Don't ban second-hand clothing. Address the wastes. Landfills. Landmarks co-founder. Just say. Broni wo enye sa de ka no broni wo yesi me mbane but we should rather address the wastage. Break elite state capture to bolster development. Professor Mauko no this has some to job. Daily Graphic no we see GN finally Dr. Pakwesi Indum someone in papa no I see the bank, they say it has been restored. According to Daily Graphic, was the GN savings and loan license restored. Courts of appeal ruling. Where they say, hooray! Daily Guide, minority demands probe into Dumso. Restore GN savings and loans license asset BOG ordered. Daily Guide no. Abronye freed on 100k Ghana city bail. You're shedding phone waha on Nhyira. Yes, Nhyira ndi ani huefa pa. But Nikuruna ni huachirin kakra. Sidi humfa no. You someone who said institutions there. Adani sensema egusu koso running story. The Bible a friend is saying the voice of a friend is a head of PR Garaba Association. The Oka FA the issue the minority leader raised about this particular issue it was a Daily Guide. See police chase Arabic teacher for defiling two boys. Sa papa ipa de empaibo mi boy Friday mi bom pa pa se baby obia no yankopon ma police for enkotam no because ensem fata yesi kwetire nkwala de na wakwa de ensem fata na according to the story crown social media you see any suman enya de first time he's been doing this and every time biano you know our community yemfanche ensense pese ebegu ni hu fi wa abontin na de oye no so no o say nkwala ndachi nipa o say nkwala ndachi no you don't have to do anything to in fact anyone who is doing that doesn't deserve to even lead, whether you are a chief or you are imam or whoever you are, because the oye no say mra enyejuma so that it will serve as a deterrent. Obia opese we o sani suban no hu say emra e okrum ha. Ntina ni story no e wa ha. TikToker arrested over Mahama's death threats. Just say onu de onim de obeka ho e na onim de opese oye e social media on the Mahama na target. See police for no. The custodian newspaper said the NDC from grappling MPP project. Bawa urges minority. The custodian newspaper was the MPP petition CJ over judges' misconduct in Abronye case. Afenyo Makin fires NDC government over suffering farmers, doomsaw political persecution and failed governance. Minority leader no. Gamanche praises Gold Board for protecting Ghana's gold sector. Yes, I'm Jimfi. Wakohu Gamanche. And I see Gamanche Bonabaso. Pa say oyade go sector ne there I say obo Ghana through the friends and goal board. Until you can see the picture of Sami Jemfi any garment chain and handshake. The Ghanaian publisher will say, I permitted reclamation, not mining. We any day wound to me a catcher courts. Courts. Scandal darkens and distress minority leader. Hey, Bawumia rallies minority to push back on legacy claims. And also Ewaha woman arrested for threatening President Mahama. Ye bami. Asemo nkofu bi ho aminim. Just say ono who obi a obetreat no. Agima mpanyi. Enye minister o, enye MP wana assemblyman o. Ni ebia wo bisa no kwa na nimpotem bebe wo kwa na onim assemblyman awo ni nimpotem onim ni din. But no sorry I see Mahama. Na or threatening. Say minim say weapons say weapon of mass destruction say then and then any gina so or casa media see police for akotam no onko ya no e courts. Gamancha Hills Goal Board demands Galamsey action. The new center was imagine celebrates NIA at 20. ECD ready for rollouts to facilitate cross-border trade. Financial integration. Dr. Isiama, the governor of the Bank of Ghana. Yes, Obujumapa. Where they say, Yanka say, and some I say, we will be a classroom. I say, oh, clap for him or clap for her. Where there you have to clap for the governor of the Bank of Ghana because Sadi, papa. Why? Because then you say, equal. Na West Africa for promote preach say umpesanka modiba sene be ya utu kwa Togo ana Benin ana uko Niger or Nigeria. You don't need to go there and be using CFA. You don't need to go there and be using any other currency. And you all of us as ECOWAS country no e say nka nyina use one currency. And eko no ya kan hwasem sa che say amfa and governor e ka say say ECD ECD just say sikari nyina go wallet nti be wo bia be wo du bia no so far as it is West Africa there and one say you could do a transaction without. I'm saying this because more amunim ye ma me no any anti mu omo tu kwan eko fanya ma wa Lagos e wo himfa within the sub region no. In fact sometimes omo hu chiro omo fa because in paboni for etimi ha omo eji omo sika nyina omo do mu nyejuma wo. No mutata mano or quite home. So this thing is really going to be very, very useful. The only thing is that they just need their phones and their friends saying Momo PIN numbers. And one so whatever they buy they can just use their mobile phone. So oko no person will be the only even if you take the phone you can't have the money. And it Sembo governor Nabaso pa we a good thing pa say we could not do the eco there and the Ghana no there it should come to stay. It should reclaim Galamsey lands for youth project Gamanche and the Casa somewhere. See agenda 111 site turned into we smokers hideout. Snake hey has some agenda 111 some kai former administration agenda 111 project. It has been abandoned. Adani baby we smokers. Ajia chese omanya free dan. Omansi, omanto cement, omanto block. I buy and continue there. And there you could see the picture. Your friends in the newspaper Eddie Etuja. The new publisher so saying Afenyo Marking tells suffering Ghanaians we will not be silent on your behalf. Hey, Afenyo Marking. Minority leader no. Or say Ghana for mu ha nyina no. Ye bobo mo dey say ye bedi hu djuma mamo. Court grabs Abronye's passports. Grant 100k bill. GN Bank is back. The Daily Statesman or say it is a story of failure, scandal, and hardship. Minority leader as desert NDC reset government. Bawumia charges MPs to defend party legacy. Abronye granted 100k bill with 2 sureties. Journalists urged to be trauma sensitive in their work. That's very, very important. Sometimes some of the stories, Ubano trying to trust at me hard pa. Internet say very, very sensitive. The National Voice, or say NPP, petition Chief Justice over manhandling of Abronye DC. Ghana needs a National Gas Act to end regulatory confusion. Where Paul Chumberima. Baumia fires up MPP for 2028 majority victory. Says MPP road in 2029 starts now. Hey, Asamaba. Joanna Kwe is a shareholder of RNQ's company. Hey, coffee businessman. Anyway, no. The Daily Gist newspaper was saying a High Court grant 100k bill to Abronye as MPP reports judge to CJ. Prepare for power in 2028. Baumia charges minority. Afenyo Makin takes on Ibrahim Mahama over the man-mine deal. Eastern Regional Minister exposed for stealing Akufo-Addo project for Mahama. Hey, a politici, Akufo-Addo project, Mahama project. O mine Mahama ni Akufo-Addo Diana. Debut, yeah, mine. So whatever they do, it is for the states because that is our money, not their money. So targeting it project Mahama project, Akufo-Addo project in India, and then how no into say such because that is not the issue. The issue is that the money they use to do whatever project, it is the money for the Ghanaians. Into the Nipano or Bibia. So that is why you don't even have to abandon any project. It can be in your name, so far as you have not been able to complete. When it's completed, it is Ghanaians that will benefit. So Prophets Bedu Kubi marriage collapsing. Hey, we are yo. Ghana is hard. I said in Ketia confesses. Hey, Chairman General. Even Okasasemi. You we the Daily Gist newspaper and this has to job. The Chronicle newspaper saying Osahin fires ministers over early race to succeed Mahama. Minority leader no. Saying this before I said they are more interested in succeeding Mahama, who will become president after Mahama. And one omo how and after Enyoma Kika said debi munchana munye mujuma na munja sadi no. All right. Ghana on the right path despite challenges. We air majority leader Honorable Ayariga. Halt creeping culture of silence. Akumia tells Mahama. So no Makumia. The minister portfolio they've been passing me to job because everybody. All right. The Metro lessons was a Parliament to pass anti-LGBTQ bill before adjournment. We air Bagby. Right Honorable Alban Bagbin, Speaker of Ghana's Parliament. You know this has to be to job. Or see before they say court your friend saying Parliament rise now Omar say anti-LGBT no bill no ma pass. One pass we are the can say man penny in sign where they the best ever sign. I'm just hoping say no and take a year na sign no aba na enyejuma. So this is what the newspaper Metro Lens the etuja and anope. Prepare for power in 2028. Baumia charges minority to reposition NPP as governments in waiting. Court orders Indum's GN Bank restoration. Dubai Chambers meets GNCCI GIPC Importers Association to strengthen Ghana's trade ties. The informal newspaper see Peace Council warns against rising political tension. Peace Council we dey because say moya de pa mombo dia NDC MPP no do me bia mo hadwun papa me kwa me bom pa sanka benya party bi e be ba foforo a be neutral kakra because sometimes NDC MPP nkomo etimi hadwun pa. Peace Council say omo ba so that the issue of tension na ba no e be ba fom ni nyina anya bibia o Honorable Abronye DC na sem by a minority and some other people who were arrested for not really conducting themselves very well on the airwaves no any nyinaa nsensem na Peace Council nti na bebo modern ibia so next week no Eastern Regional Peace Council ya bebo modern na ya to yensa frɛ omo na se futu bi ho se bibi ho a na omo fanto dwa na TF4 bibi mo bia na obi atimi atede ekoso death trap Kaneshi commuters school children risk lives daily as footbridge remains shut. Kaneshi. Yo, where the mamenja I don't know. Hey, Bawa rejects functional politics, calls for unity in NPP. Ubehu ni mfuni waha. Honorable Afenyomaki in a handshake with Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawa and in Sawam Adwajiri. Okay, in Sawam Adwajiri MP Honorable Anodon Pre Mufuni any wahai on the front page of the Informer newspaper. Zoom Lion begins Nairobi waste transformation. No bed, in quote, no bed is no excuse. Professor Akosa demands mandatory emergency care in hospital. The Daily Searchlight newspaper, and also say the Daily Searchlight newspaper or say MPP to drag judge to Chief Justice. GT Bank dragged to court over alleged $400,000 foreign exchange fraud. Case involve bank staff business. Hey, Asamo, yo. New weekend crusading guide. Or see, Sam George holds $150 million at the Ghana deal to ransom. Fresh trouble rocks Daman mine deal. And also Gamanche Hills Sami Jemfi Indum pledges to rebuild GN saving and loans bigger pa. Yes. The Source newspaper, that will be the last story. But answer no moment the GBA head of PR or the tuja in semi ekoso about the judiciary.
On becoming of a senior lawyer of his standing at the bar, particularly so a senior lawyer who is privileged enough to be the minority leader of the Parliament of the Republic of Ghana, a lawyer who I'm told is also a chief. Is this the kind of example he wants to give his subject? Is this the kind of example he wants to give his constituents? As a lawyer, if his complaint is that a judge has acted in a way, according to him, not within the ambit of the law, this is not the way I think that it should go, especially somebody like him. My thinking is that the appellate system is not there for fun. These are situations that are addressed by the appellate system. So if, according to him, the judge did not act within his jurisdiction, he knew what to do. He shouldn't go to the press. Not at all. We are disappointed. And he has acted very unprofessionally and unethically in that way. There is nothing wrong for lawyers to become politicians. I know lawyers who are politicians who are NDC politicians. I know lawyers who are MPP lawyers and who are MPP politicians, and they are lawyers as well. So I think that let us go past this and think about the problems that are worrying us as a society. The problems of sanitation, the problems of galamsey, the problems of lack of.
Yes, when a head of PR at the Ghana Bar Association, I'll see that we have so many very, very important issues confronting this country. And I say, yeah, dream echo, but and yet, sans and semi, but already the one pass. These things are coming from the minority leader. Munim Papa ways, Honorable Kofi Juma, I think his case too, his counsel. Yes, the lawyer and so Ekasai, he's also having an issue in court. Also, let's listen to the counsel after he's been granted a bail and he was asked to be reporting to the courts. Harrison Alfo and sorry. Okay.
Baraka FM.
Day when Yoko actually imposed those conditions on him.
Baraka FM.
And, after a week, the court had the bail review application and reviewed it. Instead of the 65 million, it was reduced to 30 million. And sureties, he was able to get sureties, and then was able to fulfill the condition. So we left the hospital. We went home. Just we speak. So as part of the bail condition, we were supposed to report once a month, and then if they have any investigation, further investigation to do, then they will continue to do that. So we are available to cooperate with the investigation. Any information they want, we'll give it to them. They said they were investigating him for causing financial loss, and as we speak, they are still not in charge. They will want to say that investigation is still under.
Yeah, so any day, the counsel for the former boss of a friend is saying Kofi Juma, yes, the council and Okasai say Oma granting a bill, but they say he has to be reporting to court over the issue of causing financial loss to the state. Hypertension is on the rise. Momented the doctors no aircan with regards to hypertension.
Baraka FM.
Look also at admission rates at Ashanti region. Hypertension contributed about 3.3% of all people that we admitted in 2025. But then if you look at the causes of death in Ashanti region, and you see the importance of what we are doing here, hypertension contributed 1.3%. 2020.
Baraka FM.
Semna muti say is on the rise. Nti say obia nhwe no hu ya pom very very important. Mampanyi so to kwan. Also no kasa about the issue of Ebola. Any area it say Africa, some other African countries, and he's calling on the global health advocates for say amombo modiana momu yom free, because this sickness is not an African sickness. Some say and Chibia no COVID free China obeji the whole world. You know, we need the His Excellency John Dramani Mahama so adituja.
People feel that they can go on their own, but what they forget is that we're passengers in the same bus. And that bus is this globe. No country can live in isolation. There are some things we cannot deal with alone. We need to come together as a world to do that. And the only way we can do it is through the multilateral institutions that we have. And so if you say you don't want to have anything to do with World Health Organization, we're withdrawing funding and all that, they say it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when the next pandemic would hit. And pandemics know citizens. They don't know Ghanaians, they don't know Britons, they don't know Swiss, they don't know Americans, they don't know Africans.
Annabi ne, annabi ne, annabi ne, sutura.